There is primarily the three sources. One is methane and black carbon and HFCs. The methane degasification and recovery and use. And this is fossil fuel production and key methane abatement measures identified in the is fossil fuel production and transport, and also waste management and agriculture, and also the key black carbon abatement measures identified is transport and residential use of energies and industries. For example, replacing traditional brick kilns with vertical shaft brick kilns, and replacing traditional coke ovens with modern recovery ovens, so on. And agriculture, ban on open burning of agricultural waste. And HFC measures is non-HFC technologies for refrigeration and low GWP, high energy efficient foam, the blowing technologies, and efficiency for cooling technologies. And so this short-lived action, taking action on this short-lived air pollutants would help us to bridging the emission gaps and the reducing climate change, the greenhouse gases dramatically to achieve and to fill the gap. Slowing down, what will be the benefit? The climate benefit is slowing down the near-term climate change. That's what is the short-lived climate change, the pollutants, dealing with the short-lived climate change pollutants to bring benefit to us. Because as we all know, the climate change is, there is medium-term solutions and there are long-term solutions, and so we need time to deal with this, finding new solutions, and also the implementing existing solutions in a more proactive manner. And so the dealing with the short-lived climate pollutants is very important. I think that's why in Montreal now we have discussions to integrating the climate change issues and also ozone depleting, the substance reduction on the ozone depleting substances. Okay, there's our studies combating short-lived climate pollutants, a powerful link between the climate protection and the sustainable development. And you can access to this publication from our UNEP homepage. And more information, as I said, you can get it from UNEP homepage. And in conclusion, as I mentioned at the beginning, the summary of these findings, there's many technical stuff, but in summary, the report trying to say, answer to yes to the questions on can we bridge the gap, can we fill the gap? The answer is yes. And then the next question is, okay, what do we need? Do we need more resources? Do we need new, more innovative and technologies? And the answer is additional resources and better technologies certainly will help. and it will have a great impact. But even with what we have, we can bridge the gap. So I think in some sense, the important thing is that do we have a will to act? I think that is the main question, message. One of the main message the report tried to make us to think. And so that is my end of my presentation. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Park. No,
because of the time, what has been covered by Dr. Park will not be repeated here. But in the absence of action, 12 gigaton of CO2 will increase if we want to keep the temperature increase by 2 degrees. And unless we achieve it by 2013, ideally speaking, we will not be successful. Then, what are the ways? Are there any ways? As he said towards the end, the short-lived climate pollutant is one of the areas where we have technologies that are becoming available, and by investing in these technologies, we can say that it is not the case that there is no way forward, and there is an importance of international collaborations. On this final point of his, our third speaker, Professor Suzuki, will also cover this last point, and we all look forward to his presentation later on as well. Our next speaker, our second speaker, represents Eco-Equity. We have Mr. Tom Atanasiou, Executive Director, Eco-Equity. As I mentioned earlier, if we were to keep the temperature increase by 2 degrees, all countries have to contain GHG emissions, but under the international regime of efforts, CBDR, a common but differentiated responsibility, and this is a dichotomy between developing and developed countries. Today, basically, we are talking about developed countries on the one hand and developing countries on the other hand. But assuming based on in terms of per capita income, developing countries are Annex 1 countries, and the United States and Japan are both Annex 1 countries, but China and other developing countries should be treated differently, and Japan and the United States may have to be differentiated in terms of treatment.